2 years ago, I was on the search for a truck. I came across a pretty good deal for a 2015 Ford F-150, specifically for the 2.7 EcoBoost motor. Found a pretty good one for $12,800, 162,000 miles. For $12,800, that was a pretty good deal. So I ended up buying it. It was 2 years ago, and 2 years later, I'm taking my last ride with it. Well, not last ride, last trip, I should say. I'm probably still going to drive it a little bit. So where is that leaving me? And pardon the really bad English. Well, that's leaving me going on a trip down memory lane. I am taking a weekend to go on kind of a little adventure. Probably a familiar adventure to me. And definitely to this truck. So I'm heading up to the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. And I'm going to go to a place that I've been wanting to go back to for a year, because it's only been about a year since I went. I'm heading up to the East Haven radar base. And I'm also going to be traveling around the Notch areas. I'm going to Crawford Notch. I'm staying in Franconia Notch tonight. So some of these videos are probably going to be portrait mode. So just to update you on where I'm at with mileage on this truck. I bought it with 162,000 miles, and I am at 180,255. Let me just tell you a little bit of what I've done. New transmission lines, new wastegate solenoid, new hub actuators, transmission fluid transmission fluid change. I ran into some transmission issues before, but I got them resolved, and the transmission is clearly in good shape. Really thankful for that. Love driving down these roads in Vermont. It's so beautiful with all the greenery. That's why they call it the Green Mountains, is because of all the greenery and the green mountains. Well, I think I made it to our hotel. It's the Stony Brook Motel and Lodge. Well, it's only one night. We'll see what happens. So here's what we're working with. Very 1970s, 1980s, maybe 90s carpeting, low lighting. I got a double, which was the cheapest room they had. Large flat screen, old TV, really old wood paneling, really old bathroom and shower. Saw this. This is not, oh, it's great. Well, obviously that belongs to that. And well, so far I'm not impressed, but I am impressed with this view. You can see the mountain. Some mountains. It's really nice. Back in the day, there used to be a big face there. So something like that, kind of, you know. Checking out the lodge in this building, see how good it is. So obviously the pool is shut down for renovation. That's great. I'm kind of digging the 1970s vibe with the sunken living room. Oh yeah, super comfortable. Pool table that you have to pay for. Well, there is an ice cream maker that, oh, that's ice. Look at that. Don't know if I'd be using that though. Well, I guess I'll pick it up tomorrow morning. Morning, heading up to the radar base now. The hotel was kind of a solid 5 out of 10. I was not really impressed with it. When it comes to adventures like this, I always try to remember that I need... So you can't really tell super easy. But there's the radar base right there. And some people say I don't off-road with my truck. Oh, okay, it's not technically not off-roading. This is smoother on this side. That side is not smooth, but this is pretty rough. Like, most cars can't do this. I just heard a frog make its sound, and I just screamed for my life. As is per usual, I'm not going to be here as long as I'd love, because it's just me, and I don't know who else is out here. Worst case scenario, I'll just, run down. I don't want to drive up because there's that dip here, and I don't know how full it's going to be. Oh, I also don't want to scratch my truck, since it's about to go on the market. So this is kind of the divider mark, and it looks like it's pretty full of water, so my truck wouldn't easily be able to make it up. It's actually kind of harder than it seems like, and much taller than it seems like, to go down a paved road like this all the way up there. That's a good 3,000 feet tall right there. So I'm still on my way. This is definitely quiet around here. It's kind of scary actually, but I have to take constant breaks because I can't really handle it super well. I'm just about there. This doesn't look that hard, but take a look at how much of an incline it is. Like, it's a pretty steep incline. I'm here. It took me about an hour 15. No, about an hour. Just over an hour, I think, to get up here. This place has really gotten pretty damaged with everything. So at first glance, I know where I'm gonna go, and it's a spot that I missed last time. So I'm actually gonna go straight there before I explore the tallest tower. So obviously it's just me here, and it worries me a little bit. So I'm not going to stay here super long, but I also didn't get to explore that structure. So I'm gonna look at that later on. So obviously I didn't realize, but this road actually keeps going. And there's a couple, there's a structure right here, which is one that I climbed last time. That was actually very sketchy. And I didn't realize the other building was better than that one. So obviously there's another road down there. I'm not gonna go there, at least not yet. This place got abandoned and was deemed kind of uninhabitable because they kept leaving all these big drums there full of contaminated items. And, basically since then, the ground is just, contaminated, which is obviously, great for the environment. Here's what I forgot to explore last time. Just hope that this place isn't known for squatters because it's so far out of the way. Obviously that's super great, but we're just gonna carefully walk through. So this used to be a bowling alley where troops had the opportunity to play some bowling and have a little bit of fun. I don't think it was over here, but it was more so behind me. Still really cool. Dad must have had heat or air conditioning in here. Pretty cool building back in the day. So, obviously there's a bunch of just stuff and trails that go all over the place. We're not gonna go venture too far because I don't want to be caught in a funky situation. So, this is kind of a big bay. I went down here last time. This was obviously pretty close. Had some piping. In fact, I think I could go through the other way. All right. Well, there's other people here too, and that's great because I don't want to be the only one here. Kind of a maintenance room. Lots of cool things. This is an elevator. Oh, this is super safe, but it goes all the way up there. Just hate it when people come up and trash this place. All right. So this is where it is. This is per usual. You know, I'm gonna actually put it away until I'm on the next floor. Something over here I never saw. It's a small building. It's probably just a little shed. Ooh. Oh, it's just a tanker and storage room. Well, as much as I'd love to stay, I think it's time for me to head home. Well, not home, but head out. So long. Going down's a whole different challenge because it's all going downhill, so my knees are going to be feeling it. You can't really tell it, but there's power lines that go all throughout. I mean, it kind of blends in with the trees, and obviously some of them are decrepit and falling apart, but it's still really neat. All right, I just about made it back. I see the big tanker in the middle of the road. What a beautiful walk, and what a beautiful day for it. I'm just amazed. Every time I go walk up to the mountains, can't even see from here. I just get amazed about man's history. You can see the biggest one right there. See, I was on top of there. Isn't that just, it's just so amazing. For years, nobody knew that that radar base existed. It was just amazing, the feat of history and just the history that's happened over the past couple of years. Only to think that all those structures up there were built and ready to go right when they didn't need it. And it just got this, got abandoned because it wasn't needed in the end. But it's just amazing. Now, supposedly up there, like, they were the ones that intercepted the aliens that quote unquote abducted the Betty and Barney Hill, or whatever their names are. So that's really neat. So I'm making one more, well, I'm gonna try to do 2 more buildings before I leave. This one up here, it's crazy. A lot of these old buildings were just made out of, sheet metal, and let's just say they weren't built to last, that's for sure. I don't recall what that building used to be. I'm so thankful I have good boots here. It's like these buildings got worse and worse after time. See, that used to not be as bad, but it's just bad. Vandalism here has gone crazy. Flooring is all bad. It's all used to be offices and all these other things. It's crazy. It's gotten so much worse. Destroying things. Wow. So last time I was here, I never noticed this. Hello, Ralph. That's kind of scary. Well, one last look at this room. Some closet space. Just that leads into the oil room. Hard to believe. Last time I was here, I explored a lot more, but I'm not going to this time. Some of it's just a little too hard to get to, and I've already done it before, and honestly, if there's anything, it's probably gone worse. And I don't really want to put myself in this situation. This used to be the old lunchroom. Of course, it got destroyed by fire. Now I'm off to a very smooth ride home. Well, 408 miles and roughly around 20.5 miles per gallon. My miles is at 180,659. It's crazy to believe. Well, old Red, you did it. Thanks for giving me a good adventure.